not the best matchup.
But what other offlaners are there right now?
Axe,
They
Legion.
They can have a Spirit Breaker to help their
Spirit Breaker.
lanes, but Spirit Breaker is also going to suffer against Queens. There's not many heroes that can actually stand against the Queen.
There's not many ways to cancel the charge here, though. Void and
Yep,
Snowball.
that's a good point. They don't really have very good.
It could be a decent Spirit Breaker game.
5 seconds remaining.
It synergizes very well with Ember. You want to just keep diving in, going in, and getting kills. And Spirit Breaker is one of the more tanky offlaners as well. It's going to give them space to dish out that damage, especially from the Lash and the SF. You need someone else in front, being the mid shield though.
Okay, kind of a similar idea. Many hailed Slardar as the new offlaner of 6.85.
He's not so tanky, but he buffs up the whole team's damage by a lot. They have a lot of physical damage here. So let's see if they go for the Wyvern to actually counteract that. Since High Council needs support here, which actually...
And there's no Dazzle, so the main counter would be the Wyvern. But they do go Undying. They tune into the stream mid-draft. Hear your advice. Grab.
Yeah, though. I thought they would have gone it. If they wanted it, they would have gone for it earlier. But they have a draft that's very...
There's a Fogged Undying. So
I think what they're gonna do now is just run Tusk, Night Stalker, Undying, triple lane.
I don't know though. This draft has basically 4 melee heroes against Earthshaker, Shadow Fiend, Slardar, Ember.
I mean, they're gonna win all their lanes, right? They have TA against SF. They have triple melee lane. Tusk.
They definitely need to win the lanes though.
They can just do, because it's gonna be Slardar off lane, they can just do Queen versus Slardar. Easy lane. Undying, Night Stalker, and Tusk is gonna beat Shaker, Ember Spirit, Lash, hands down. TA SF is more of like a skill matchup. Both sides, like, either hero can still win, but TA, I would actually put TA slightly ahead of S60 to 4. SF still has that opportunity to actually, beat the TA if TA makes a mistake in the lane. So we'll see.
Alright, let's see if there's any curveballs here from the lanes for Team God Bless. Definitely the underdogs coming in, but showed a surprising amount of resilience in game number 1. For now, at least, the Ember, as well as the Lash, and maybe even the Shaker, are all headed to the off lane.
Dodge Arena.
They may be dodging and just sending Slardar down bottom. We'll see.
Yeah, I think they actually know that with the Undying finishing the lineup, it's gonna be them trying to contest, so it's a good move by them. Their lane is there's no way their lane is gonna beat the Undying Tusk and the Night Stalker lane. There's no way. They're gonna lose the lane head on. So it's gonna put High Council in a situation where after they notice the lanes, whether they are going to move, I guess you probably want to move one of the heroes top, either the Undying or the Night Stalker. You might want to keep the Tusk, but some teams, they make adjustments, because Tusk is much stronger at level 2. So once you get the level 2 on the Tusk, you roam the Tusk and you leave the other heroes on the lane to get experience. So we'll see what they actually look to go for here. Bounty runes should be secured 1 apiece on the SF and the TA.
Yeah, both teams just going to grab their own respective bounty runes. The standoff on mutually agreeable terms for each side.
I don't know if it's actually agreeable terms. From the last game, definitely not.
No, last game 1 for 1 is not 1 for 1. Last game 1 for 1 is 5 for 1. But
Alchemist was like the happiest man alive after getting the first bounty rune.
Yeah, no Alk this time. They just go a different direction. Ignored the entire draft.
They're actually moving the Night Stalker back instead of the. I mean, I guess it's much more.
They didn't have a support to block the mid lane for the Shadow Fiend.
But this time, Demon is gonna get the good shot block off, so it's gonna enable them to pressure. The Slardar is not gonna get much from this lane though, and we see Shaker. Shaker, I think he fissure blocked the top lane, so he's gonna proceed to. This is a standard momentum tempo of the Shaker. You fissure the off lane, then you go towards the middle lane. Sometimes you drop a fissure in the middle lane to help the SF a bit. Sometimes you just go directly into stacking. So, standard Shaker, rhythm and tempo.
Yeah, so far, Reality doing okay here on the CS. Did have to blow a fairly early raise just to get some creeps going his way, and handling the fact that he had a bad block quite well, I have to say. Although now he's really getting in on Justin. There's your Fisher. Oh man, that could have been really bad. That was very close to being a first blood the wrong direction for Reality.
Dude, this time he actually purchases a Salve with the bounty rune. The last game, remember his Queen, he didn't have the Salve.
Yeah, it definitely was necessary this time. Oh, he gets a cancel by the Psyblades though. Can't even use the pull tango for some time here.
That is not good. That is not good at all. So looking at the other lanes right now, so Queen Night Stalker versus the Ember Lash. I think Queen's lane should be much better. Once Night Stalker starts to get pulling, they should pull further ahead in this lane, and the other lane would be the Tusk and Undying. This lane is definitely their lane to win. Starlight's not going to be able to do anything, and Shaker is just going to be focusing on getting stacks and protecting the SF. I don't think he's going to be able to help the Starlight win the lane. He needs to focus on helping the SF and maybe get a kill on the off lane. With
It looks like he's not even trying to.
and how? There's no way Undying Tusk.
He's heading mid. Wants to go mess with
he needs to get
Gaia.
he needs to get a ward in this area to see a rotation. So
Good ward placement. So.
SF is gonna struggle this lane. Now he doesn't have any regen left, and like you mentioned, the next tango is gonna take a while. So Bottles like 200 go away, so he's gonna be in a very very tough position. 2-minute rune spawn top lane is bounty rune, and Night Stalker is gonna secure that. So all in all, lane wise going really well for High Councils of Wizard.
Yeah, they're hanging in there though on the Ember, getting decent farm, and your Shadow Fiend 7 and 5 with stacks in the jungle.
They have very good opportunities to kill the Queen now. They have level 3, so level 2
They've
chains.
got the level 2 chains, the level 2 Lesh stun, but Bleak has shown up, and the lane is pushing.
They're gonna get first blood.
They're gonna try for it.
First blood.
Bill, chains are there. Is it gonna be enough
Fissure.
damage? Fissure, kill secured.
They can
They
even
even
kill
chase
this.
for Bleak. They have another chains in 6 seconds. He turns with the Void, does manage to remove the Flame Guard, but the Lesh stun's there. Another kill. A double for Bill. Off to a hot start here in game number 2, and a much needed one considering you look at the creep
And they're
scores.
forcing the Undying to move though, and once they see the Undying top, they're moving the Lash. This is really good. I think I talk about this a lot. Against Undying, Undying wants to stay put in the lane.
Yeah, you want to make him constantly roam because that's
Yeah.
not where he's best.
Well said, and the Crush is going to come out on Demon and follow up Spit Off. They don't have any...
Already threw it out, didn't have the mana for the lightning,
Yeah.
only level 1.
And he has an interesting build as well. He has an early sigil to actually prevent them from chasing him down as well. Usually when you look at this 1v1 matchups that Tusk are placed in, players are usually more keen to actually max out their eye shots and snowball to actually win the lane.
So 4-minute rune gonna spawn soon, reality?
Man, SF is getting bullied though, Mr. Dorman.
Yeah, he's gotta get ready to carry that TP scroll in case TA dives him. Either that or the Earthshaker is gonna need to permanently camp out mid, but it's Bleak on the rotation. The 4-minute rune does spawn in. It's an invis for the Shaker, but he's also quite far back. The sideblade damage, enormous. On to reality. That's gonna leave a mark. And now Justin, very close to level 6.
They might actually gonna kill him now. They're gonna.
Oh, they're also going bottom. They found Demon. Follow-up stun coming through from the Leshrac. And an additional, very underwhelming.
He got the career with the bottle.
Snipes. Oh, didn't...
He was refilling his bottle, but
Huh?
what? It wasn't.
It said...
What?
Oh, it's someone else. It's Bill's bottle. That's even worse, because now your teammate's going to be mad at you. I was like, wait a second. How does he still have the bottle? But it was a secondary bottle.
They have the kills advantage, but things are not looking good for them. Kills are...
They're investing a lot to get the kills,
This is
especially
really-
that one bottom.
Just look at the net worth graph. They are 3-0 ahead, but...
Well, fortunately, they are leading 3-0, else this might just be a total stomp here in game number
Night
2.
Stalker is gonna get a kill.
Reality, he sees the creeps marching. Can Bleak track him down in time?
Yeah, he wants the TA to come in to steal the stack right now.
Radiant's middle tower.
They definitely can, but no. Well,
Auto refill.
arriving will be
Bottle
the
refill.
Leshrac with the little handoff action, so Reality will be kept alive. He's even got some tangos available
Oh, no.
if Ego
Night
wants to
Stalker-
help him out a
Night
bit.
Stalker, he just went in to steal just one of the bigger creeps.
He might get 2. That's actually quite big, though.
Yeah, he's gonna get level 4 from this, so it's very useful for him. He's gonna get his silence. He has to pop his clarity, so he actually gets back the mana. And Starla's gonna come in from the right hand side here, trying to... They have the ward spotting both the heroes' position, so the Starla would get a good initiation from this angle.
This
so
has not been revealed just yet.
They're gonna get
Slithering
the kill.
forward, but at the same moment, Hikagaya does get silenced, and they dive onto the Earthshaker. Needs to get this fissure up to turn the tides of the fight. Can't quite do it. Now Bleak on the way out. They crush Justin. Looking to engage on him. Has a refraction available fairly soon. The auto tech damage is substantial, but needs one more raise before that. Meanwhile, top. Also Ember engaging Fog. Dropping the tombstone, but it's not a very highly leveled tombstone. Bill can kill this off. Can drop the chains. Maybe can deal with Mason. No, Mason has the ult. Okay. Mason grabs the double. They do feed away a tombstone, but still, in the end, the High Council coming out on top.
Yeah, but they really need to be very careful in the mid game though. Once the Slada comes online, the amplify damage plus the SF, like they have so much minus armor, and Ember's gonna do a lot of physical damage. But good news is they're all really under farm. The Slardar and the Ember are really under farm. SF is the only one sort of being on okay terms in terms of farm. Just 6 minutes into the game, so they somehow need to find space to be given to the Slardar. I think if you talk about Slardar and Ember, I think Slardar needs the farm much more than the Ember because he needs the dagger to be able to do stuff, whereas Ember, even with a little bit of items like maybe a bracer, a ring of Ocula, as long as you have levels, you're going to be able to do your job just fine.
Ember needs a damn bottle. Courier only now about to respawn. This is...
They might get a
Terrible
kill
time
on
to lose it.
Mason here though if they get a chains on him, but he's gonna choose to go back.
Snowball in, engaging onto the Slardar. It's not sprinty right now. Fissure comes through, but it traps him within the shards as well. He can't get off the crush currently and just ends up going down. Well, that Fissure, designed to help keep him alive, ultimately just penned him in.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So right now TA has all the traps and they have a sentry blocking the camps right now, so they are doing a really good job at making sure that they have eyes on the SF doing his stacks right now, because they know SF is the only one that is having a good time, like the best time on God Bless side, so they really need to shut down his farm and make sure that even SF doesn't get an early mech to actually help his team. So let's look at High Council. Who are they gonna build the mech on? I guess the Tusk would be the best candidate.
Bleak with the deep aggressive wards here. Hikagaya about to walk over a trap. They're bringing 4 heroes streaming towards the middle lane. All of them scouted though, fogged. Just walking up. Still only a level 2 tombstone, about to cool down. Meanwhile, Bill, closing on level 6, finally has his bottle. This could be a dangerous dive if this Ember cracks 6 before they go.
They can try and kill the Queen though. I think they have enough lockdown. Maybe not. He has strength threats and 900 HP. There's no way.
They don't have a point in slight though.
They need one more hero. And middle lane.
Initiation. Quick snowball in, uppercut onto Hikagaya, and then a little poke from the side blade finishes the job as Eagle pops his level 1 Edict. Justin immediately losing the refraction. Still diving for additional kills. No backup from the Ember from the high ground. The Shadow Fiend though gets to work. Double raise, not enough damage. Healed up by Fog, kept alive. A swarm descends upon that mid lane, and the end result, a dead Leshrac.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, at this point right now, I think they just need to split push. They don't really have the best heroes to split push, but they can't really take a head-on fight against the TA and the Undying and the Tusk. These 3 heroes alone, you don't even need to count the Queen of Pain coming in with a wave. These 3 heroes plus a Night Stalker can take a fight easily against God Bless right now.
Radiant's middle tower
You rarely want to say this when you have Slardar though, but they really can't take a fight at all.
You know, and what's possibly even scarier here is that the High Council take down the tier 1 mid. Roshan is now in the cards. I mean, how are you even going to think about contesting here if you're God Bless?
No way. 0 chance.
Oh, they found the Slither. Not going to go on him though.
There is no chance they can contest it.
Now Reality forced back again, just very defensive build up here, grabbing the treads. Staying on strength treads, needs every bit of HP he can put together. And even Eagle getting, whoa, rather bold in his movements. You are not Night Stalker this game, my friend. You are a Leshrac. Trap coming out, slowing him down.
He wanted to get a sentry to block the Ancients because there's a TA.
Oh, they're gonna bring in the Slardar. Grabs the regen rune and then quickly disengages. So yeah, let's get the hell back. But you can see the Shadow Fiend now. He's just very exposed here in the mid lane. So the TP is called Demon, almost in range for the snowball.
That was close. If he got snowball off, SF is easy pickings there. But right now, Amber manages to secure his level 6, so he's gonna be much more useful in backing up his teams. But I still feel like the main plan God Bless has to do right now is just to split push and try to get as much farm on all the heroes across the board, and try to not take. There's no way they're gonna win any fights. Even if the Roshan happens, there's not much they can do about it. They just have to find the best trades when those stuff are happening, you know. There's no chance they can contest. The Undying and the Tusk is just too damn strong right now for them.
Oh, they do get off the crush. Mason, a little bit over ambitious, perhaps. Down.
Oh, did he jump in?
He got aggressive there. Ran right into the Slardar's range of the crush and then just goes down. Now the snowball though, trying to turn this one at the very least. Walrus Punch, not quite enough. Whiffs on the stun, slowly ticking. The Orb of Venom, almost sufficient. Demon whiffs on the shards, and now may go down here to the Leshrac stun. Has the mana, almost has the damage, gets the kill. That last tick of Pulse Nova, now suddenly level 8.
Man, that's
after a couple creeps.
So damn painful, man. It's just a level 1 ultimate, but on a support Lesh, he took him from full to nothing. The touch.
You normally don't see it because generally Lesh is running for his life, but in this case, it was the High Council running for their lives. You really like that, huh? They'll deploy the tombstone here, chasing reality out a bit. They force out the TP, and Bill will arrive. He's still going to be a good teammate, even though that stupid Shadow Fiend got his bottle killed earlier.
It's time to go for Rosh right now. And they go for Rosh, they clear, or they can choose to clear up the Ancients first, and TA can finish the Deso. So either way, I don't see Godbless being able to do anything about it. And they have really good map control. Bleak once again placing those deep wards and gonna get a second career kill of the game.
And that was carrying, let us see, a completed buckler for reality.
No mech for you, my friend.
Bit unfortunate. Bleak still in an aggressive position, perhaps too aggressive though, as it does hit nighttime. Lash pointing onto the stun. Yeah, where are you going? Might stalk this. Down for the count. Although Slaughter again trapped in. These fissures have really not been to...
I think they need to give the kills to the Slaughter, honestly.
That's okay, they've got the carry strat coming online now.
Okay. Carry.
Man, the way he's going, Eagle, man. 3, 2, and 4.
He's gonna soar like an eagle soon when he gets more kills.
A little bit slow and lacking the wings, as well as the killer beak, but... I mean, the amount of gold he's getting from these kills, he better carry.
Man, the Slaughter, I just noticed the Slaughter even stopped by to get an urn.
After the Tranquils and the Bassi.
Say goodbye to your early dagger.
Early? I mean, this is like sub 20 minutes is the dream right now. He doesn't even feel that safe. What do you think of is Tranquils the standard build on Slaughter now? Is like the 3 position?
Standard build on a poor Slaughter.
Okay. So you think, given how poor he is, it's the way to go?
You have the poor man's shield and you have the poor man's boots.
It's the poverty life for the fish.
I guess it's better than brown boots, but... You know, you need some sort of regen item as Slaughter.
Well, nobody's gonna give a fish this ugly any handouts. He's gonna have to earn his gold. And while he's contemplating a Blink Dagger in the distant future, Justin has a beautiful shiny new toy. It's the Desolator, along with the Max Meld. Roshan, the -12 debuff applied
Why does this happen all the time when the T is doing Rosh, that's a DD?
Yeah, well, I think it's confirmation bias, though. You just remember all the times when the TA has a DD. Like, does S4 really get more haste turns than everyone else, or do people just think he does because they remember the big haste turns that he's had? That is the question. I'd actually like to see the stats on that.
The thing is, people always remember the 17%.
Exactly. Justin jumping in gives the Slaughter a walloping. Almost able to finish him off with 2 auto attacks. Damn!
Tranquil boots, my
Saving lives.
He has a lot of armor from the Tranquils and the Basilisk, so...
I guess that's the idea here, huh? Against the TA. Even the Walrus Punch to some extent. So it'll be the tower exchange. Bleak grabbing the bottom tower, the Shadow Fiend finally about to complete his mech.
They're smoking in for this. And this could turn ugly if they don't get a pick off and get away. They are going to lose the fight if a fight happens.
There's still a tier 1 up here.
Man, Tusk has his mech. Oh, they actually see the Night Stalker bottom, 2 heroes bottom, the Tusk as well, so they know they are...
Justin's in very far. He is amped up. Are they actually going to try to engage onto the Templar Assassin? They've got the vision here. Bill, Fissure to start it off, has the level 2 Flame Guard only. This could be very easily removed, and they snowball it, engaging onto Reality, who's caught out in an awkward predicament on the wrong side of the Fissure, gets off the Requiem at the very least, then the Death Requiem comes through, bringing 3 heroes almost to the dead zone, but can't quite do it.
I knew that was a really bad idea for this.
They're just feeling desperate, man. You know, High Council's taking Roche, they've got to control the jungle.
But that's the nature of the lineup. You don't have a choice, so there's a lot of things that you can't really force even though you're desperate, because a lot of things are built around the lineup. You have to accept that they are stronger now, and you have to make the most out of other things, you know, keep speed pushing. They were doing the right thing. They could have easily gotten a ward in the enemy jungle, then keep speed pushing and just continually growing your items, you know. I think smoking into... The idea was there though, they saw 2 heroes bottom, but it was really near though. The distance that they needed to close to come to help their teammates is not a lot. So with the Aegis advantage, they were still...
And they also initiated on a TA with an Aegis.
Yeah, so I just felt that it was not a good idea at all to make that move.
Shadow Fiend does finally complete his mech at the very least, up to another 900 gold, so a basic component of any team fight potential has arrived, and 470 Illuminati getting off the crush, just the insta-TP out. Terrified of the backup being in range. Oh, they may get Mason. Chains will connect. They need the follow-up here coming through from the fissure. Do they have the damage? Echo just in time. Mason looks like he hesitated as he spun around there. Will end up going down. They killed the Quap, and that is a 1,300 gold swing. Pretty damn necessary.
Who got the last hit though?
No, Earthshaker did. The supports are getting all the kills this game. 4 kills for the supports. I guess Ember had a couple early.
He's dead. See you, Bleak. This is a big kill.
Slow down by the Shrek. Now the Pulse Nova goes to work. He ain't running from the Disco Pony Goat Horse, man.
He's still very fast,
He's still pretty fragile, though, and yeah. There used to be a Shrek there. Still have the Aegis for 2 minutes. At this rate, not even sure that Justin will ever lose it.
Yeah, and Undying is smoked up to get some wards placed down. So they're really prioritizing and getting all these deep observer wards down.
Oh, they see Bill. Bill, gotta be careful. Hikagaya is probably the easier kill. But do they want something bigger? No, looks like they're gonna settle for him. 2-hero crush comes through. The chains retreat. Staggered and carefully. No! Wrapped back in by the shards. Hikagaya in danger. Justin blinks it. He will commit. Again, the enchant totem stun, though. Coming out, but now the Orchid debut. Mason's angry. He wants some vengeance. Diving all the way onto the tier 3 towers. There's still a tier 2 up, damn it. But it's not going to stop the High Council. They grab another kill. 470 Illuminati also biting the dust, and now the High Council. Well, they're going to regroup and just start pushing straight down mid.
Yeah, at this point right now, it's just about getting as much objectives done when they have the advantage, when they have the Aegis. So it's gonna expire. It's gonna expire 30 seconds. So I don't really think they can use it anymore. It's just about trying to get the most out of the situation when the Slada is dead.
Man, Justin, just so confident in his positioning here.
You say sub 20 minutes with the dagger. I mean, at this rate, when is he ever gonna get the dagger?
He's even blowing a TP to go from the fountain to the tier 3. Feels like the sense of desperation is setting in here.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Shall we make a bet whether he's gonna finish his dagger the whole game?
The whole game. I bet he will.
So I guess I have to take the bet that he's not gonna finish his dagger.
I think the more interesting is the over-under on when he finishes it. And how many lanes of racks are remaining.
Okay.
It's brutal. The line's drawn, but it's by the team that knows what's going on. Your dire side sees everything. Smoke is available for the Radiant, but
yep.
I actually have one on the Shaker as well, but opt not to use it. They're just gonna 3-man through the woods, while 2 descend on the bottom. But they're not really farming here. Meanwhile, Fog taking over the mid lane, up towards the top side of the map. You see Mason having to go on the creeps. And off in the Ancients, Justin grabbing some additional golden experience there as well. So High Council just getting way more off the map, and that's why you see the net worth graph clip past 10k, the experience 7.5. They are committing onto reality here, though. Long range snowball coming through. Has the mechanism available. The shard's not a full completed catch, but not really going to matter as Justin slaughters the Shadow Fiend, dead again. 8-0-0 on Justin. The only time he came close to dying was when he had the Aegis. Illuminati gets off the 2-hero crush, may be punished on the way out, though. There's a blink ready, there's a Crystallis up. Snowball in again. Didn't get off the meld shot on Illuminati, and that will just barely be enough to save him. Now the 3-hero fissure. How much more is it going to take to get a kill for these guys? They just can't catch a break. Finally, Demon goes down, but everybody quite low, wounded, and retreating. Queen of Pain ultimate still available. That's a 4-hero connection for Mason. Beautifully done. Hikagaya almost dead to the Shadow Strike. May actually tick down here. That's
yeah, he's dead.
Level 1, and I think he's got 1 stick charge coming soon. The deny. So they lose yet another. The game spirals more and more out of control. High Council suddenly remembering, oh, there's a tier 1 top. Maybe we should go ahead and take that. They were thinking about throning it.
So right now they just need to remove all the outer towers and wait for the next rush run. That would be the best and most methodical way before they go for the high ground though. At the end of the day, if you look at their lineup, like God Bless has a really good lineup to actually defend high ground. They have a lot of like long range spam to clear out the waves from the Lash, the Earthshaker, and the SF. So it's not something that you should take lightly if you're.
Oh man, those side blades! Illuminati almost dead just to one casual side blade non-meld shot. Reality now TP's in, but he's quickly silenced. The Echo Slam's there. This could be the turn. Justin, has he overextended High Council? This is how game number 1 started to fall apart. Was sloppy pickoffs 1 by 1, 2 down, might be a third and a second. Ember jumps in. It's a quick triple, but the Leshrac gets every kill. Eagle, 2,900 gold all of a sudden.
Why are they actually fighting when one hero is bottom and one hero is mid?
This team, I feel like they just lose their focus, Winter, when they get a lead.
Why would they? Okay, just I don't know.
Maybe not respecting the opposition here.
Yeah, but the opposition has heroes that everyone has AoE, you know.
Mistakes were definitely made. You give up a triple kill, you've made some mistakes.
I do not really understand what was the move there though. Pushing with 3 when... If they actually showed like at least one hero on bottom or mid, then I understand, but they show no heroes on middle and bottom. So Eagle proceeds to finish a Glimmer Cape with the goal he actually got.
And an Ogre Club to boot.
He's probably dead.
May need that Glimmer Cape. Eagle, on the right side of the shards. Actually allows him to stay alive here, but Justin's rotating in as well. The Edict's about to go. A Pulse Nova. Eagle deleted. Almost made it out, but Justin has the firepower necessary. Hikagaya TP's out. Bleak also hunting. Does he get the Void off in time? No, a bit too late. Even knew exactly where the Shadow Fiend was, but couldn't get the vision in time to disable that TP. So the rest of the gang will successfully back away.
It's still really good.
They hang on. They're still down 10k gold though.
Any trade they actually managed to get right now, even trade is really good for God Bless since they are so far behind. Any even trade is just good for them.
They might jump on mid here in a second. Justin playing a little bit more carefully. And
okay.
He does get the blink.
Okay.
Alright, what's the penalty? Because you took he won't get a blink.
Okay. That's why they decided to throw the game.
They heard about our bet. What is the bet here?
I'm gonna buy you a good meal in Malaysia after Nanyang.
Okay, I'll take a free meal.
If you are coming.
By the way, TA almost has a Daedalus. Actually does have the Demon Edge. Justin may be able to throw his team on his back and carry them kicking and screaming to victory yet.
So another key item completed by Mason. So it's gonna help them a lot in all these fights because they've been fighting so frequently. Getting the Aghanims will definitely be very helpful for him. But without the BKB though, he needs to be very careful since he will die to any lockdown. Every hero has lockdown. There are 4 lockdowns for the Queen of Pain.
And of course your Templar Assassin, the likely candidate for the Sages.
Yeah, really not getting BKBs, huh?
They're going though. Hikagaya engages, looking for the fissure while he hesitates, he gets silenced, he's out of the fight in an instant. Justin with the quick side blade takedown. And now gonna hunt for additional stragglers.
You wanted to use delete and then you realize you've been using delete.
Well, I mean that is what's happening, but yeah. Man, you're calling me out, man. You salty about the bet? You salty?
Everyone wants to win everything. No one likes losing. Especially to David Gorman.
We can't all be winners. But see, I didn't actually use it, by the way, so... I caught myself. That counts for something.
Self-control.
You know, we're just trying to get better a little bit every day here at Beyond the Summit. Reality pushing in top now has the Sanjin Yasha complete. And the siege will commence with a freshly rearmed Templar Assassin up to another 1,200 gold. I mean, Justin has just taken over this game for the High Council.
I still think as long as they don't have BKBs, there's still chance for God Bless to win a fight. They have so much lockdown and so much AoE damage on every hero.
Are they gonna go high ground? No, they're
there is always hope as long as there's no BKB on the TA and the Queen of Pain.
Is that just the next item no matter what? You always go BKB here?
Usually. But I don't know about Justin though. I know a lot of newer players, they really dislike going BKB.
At this point, with an Aegis, could be the item that allows you to go high ground and push in for the win.
I don't really think there's any other item that you can go on the Queen and the TA right now that's more valuable than magic immunity. Because that's the only thing that's gonna kill you against God Bless.
Now, at some point, Reality will get the Sanj. In fact, he's just gonna TP home to grab it. Finally completing the S and Y. At long last. And now Leshrac also has a Ghost Scepter. Big pickup this game. There's almost only physical damage, aside from the Quap.
This Lash is gonna carry his team.
I honestly think if High Council screw up in a fight, they could easily get 5-man wiped.
As long as they have their BKBs ready for the next fight, they should be fine. They should be fine.
Yes, I would agree. As long as they have BKBs, that changes everything. But, you know,
I don't think you can
maybe they get caught by a Blink Crush, chain stunned.
I don't think you can lose if you have BKBs on the Queen and the TA.
Is that a challenge to the High Council? Are you questioning their capabilities here, Winter? If anyone can find a way to lose.
So you're saying I'm questioning abilities to find a way to lose? What? What?
I mean, this is Demon's team
what
after all,
type of
right?
a
This
question
is
is that?
Jimmy's team. Anything is possible, as Big Daddy would say, though perhaps not in the sense that he intended
This is the different anything is possible with what
This is the opposite. It's the other anything. The kind that could help. God bless.
I'm pretty sure what Big Daddy meant was more of a positive. Anything can happen.
It's definitely what he meant. That's not going to stop me from stealing his phrase and turning it against.
Oh no, they're pushing without their BKBs.
Oh, they're doing it. Justin, he's so close too. He's got these 300 gold for this. Let's see. Will Bill be able to punish here? Reality gonna raise out the creeps. The Tombstone out a bit far. Justin playing cautiously here. Tombstone gets soul ripped up. Looks like it should go down there. Thinking about engagement. Fissure comes out right as they want it to snowball in. Bleak getting caught out as well. The Night Stalker already down quite a bit though. Forced them to pop the Guardian Greaves. They've only chipped away at the tower.
They should be backing, right? They just lost the Tombstone.
Yeah, and they are backing. I think cooler heads prevail here.
Oh my god. Man,
The priests overwhelm the wizards and
they are so close.
tell them to chill the hell out.
They're so close to BKB, so they really should back.
He's literally like 100 gold from a BKB.
And
Quap is only 700.
yeah, that's... Okay, so they're gonna get their BKBs and they make their second move in 1 minute, 2 minutes.
Oh, well, what do you know? Right when they're about to get their BKBs, the Illuminati's on the hunt. This is kind of an odd smoke gank, though. Everybody going their own direction. Just squirming through the Radiant Ancient area.
Is Lash gonna get a BKB? No, he's not getting a BKB. What is he gonna do with this Ogre Cup? Aghanim's?
Ags could be good. I don't see what else you would get with it.
Yeah, I guess Aghanim's is the only logical item you can get. Because you get...
I mean, honestly, the Ghost Scepter Glimmer Cape makes him pretty much immune to damage as long as those are active.
Why would you actually get a BKB when you have Glimmer and Ghost? I think it's definitely...
I think definitely Ags is what you want here. No? Okay. Exactly like I said, you definitely want a BKB here, Winter. Excellent call by the commentary team, as per usual. Nicely done. High five. Alright. Night Stalker Ags and Bleak, we never mentioned it because there was so much other activity, but he went back for the gem, the Midas, and now is reaping the benefits. A lot of map control.
Okay, so BKB online, number 1.
Do they wait? Now, if they were really
BKB
safe, they
online.
would wait for the next Aegis.
They have 2 BKB. No, they can go. I think once they have BKBs, they can go, even if they don't have Aegis. Because the longer they wait, it's not... I think it's not as good as you think it is. Because God Bless have actually a lineup that scales really well to late game. So I feel like they need to make a move soon. When you get your BKBs, you want to make a move. You don't want to waste the item. Because they are really strong now with the double BKBs.
Well, they are acting like they want to make a move. But the mid lane's pushing in, so if they want to go down for that first lane of racks...
It's like they're really indecisive, you know. Someone wants to farm, someone wants to push, and then someone's pinging, you need to get the lanes pushed out, otherwise we can't push. They're like really scattered across the map.
Well, Justin definitely feels confident now. And they are smoked. They make a decision. At long last, the High Council on the hunt. But Ember, now you see me, now you don't. Bill's already back to the base, up to 2,900 gold. Still a ways off that first item, unless he goes for something cheaper like a Maelstrom. But he is hanging on to it. I saw someone doing it in NA recently.
Yeah, I guess in a situation like this, it's actually possible because you might actually lose the game without completing the battle free. So why not get something to help? Yeah, I could see that happening.
No. Blink Crush, they're going to initiate onto Justin bottom lane. They amp him up as well. They chain him. Then he pops the BKB. They forced out the 10-second charge, and Illuminati's going to live. Bill can just jump up to the high ground. He'll survive as well.
And why are they...
10-second BKB down for Zilch.
They're not grouping together and push you. I'm not sure why.
I'm looking to spread the map a bit. So Eagle will glimmer. Well, this Shrek is like mega tanky now. BKB, Glimmer, and Ghost Scepter. Every kind of damage, he's got some solution to it.
I actually think he still dies if he gets controlled.
If he gets stunned, then he's dead.
Radiant's
So right now, I guess you can't really progress in items on the starter and the Shaker. It's just Lash, SF, and Ember farming the most, I think. Ember is even not getting that much. It's SF and Lash are getting the most. Just look at the net worth. The support Lash has already been promoted into a core position. Silently promoted by getting all the kills.
He's also like well, now Shadow Fiend is a BKB. Okay, so, but yeah, he's the second most farmed. The Ember is Bill's hanging in there. 3,200. They are gonna smoke, and it's very fortuitously out of vision.
Daytime. Good chance.
This is the opening. Roshan not quite up yet. Could be respawning very soon though.
I have this feeling they're gonna get a good fight. I don't know why.
There's no tier 1 bottom, and they are streaming directly towards 3 enemy heroes, but they don't realize
they changed their mind.
Are you trying to jinx them, Winter? Seems like the Winter jinx might be coming into play here. Undermining God Bless. As Hicker guy, oh, he jumps into the pit! Justin blinks forward, but doesn't actually do any damage here. Still has the BKB. Suddenly, a staggered, careful retreat. Already the Blink Dagger used, though. And everybody's just gonna back away. Safely retreating home. But this time the High Council had 5. So, wise decision to back off.
Okay, they're gonna see the rush in 15 seconds with the trap.
Yeah, like right when they get to the base to maybe push.
Let's see if they're actually gonna keep their cool and finish the rush first. I guess they will though. There's no reason not to.
Man, Eagle's really far out. No TP scroll either.
Okay, rush. They see the rush. Are they pinging the rush?
Shadow Fiend caught out. Will he have to use that 10-second
Nah, he's
BKB?
fine.
Nah, he's okay.
Okay, so they definitely see the rush now. Okay.
I mean, Eagle is playing like the main carry. Oh, hey, let's go rush. How's that sound?
He is the main carry now.
He's farming more than his team. He's just like ratting off in their jungle, catching up on his own Shadow Fiend. There's only room for one true 1 position here. Eagle has his eyes set on it as the prize.
There can only be one ring that rules them all.
Yeah. And if Shrek has his way, it will be him.
So he has... Bloodstone is going to be his ring, I guess.
Yeah, Bloodstone seems like a great idea here. Even if though it's super late. It's 35 minutes, mind you.
So what else would you get? Oxwing Core? You need...
Or just the eggs, I guess, potentially.
Maybe he just blow everyone's mind and get a use. Since everything he has been doing is just to make sure he stays alive. The Glimmer Cape and the Ghost Scepter.
Reality up to another 2,000 gold. They are slowly getting their farm, but you see the graph continues to dip against them, unfortunately, as they now find themselves trailing by nearly 20,000 gold and experience. Still, though,
one fight, you know,
High Council is not feeling confident.
Yeah, one fight is all it takes, you know, especially what happened in Game 1. I think High Council is very worried of what might happen. One bad fight, Earthshaker gets a blink, and then the next fight, good luck, have fun.
He already has the level 2 Echo. Fissure, just to hit the creep, slow this push down a bit. Justin, still High Council trying to decide where they want to go, as Mason will tank an initial Blink Crush, but they settle on the mid lane, aside from TA, who's going to stick on bottom. Nope, she's going mid. Nope, she's going back bottom. Okay. Just trying to figure out where they want to go, it seems, and now they initiate again onto Mason, still holds the cheese, and they're not following this up, so there's no real threat of a kill just yet. Illuminati, forced back again, Justin, taking a few auto attacks here. Casual shards coming out, but they're just not confident in walking up and hitting a tower.
I think they need to like run up, put a sigil and tombstone on the high ground, and then give them vision, and then they hit the tower. Probably would be a good idea.
They do have overwhelming superiority of damage here, though. If they get the good initiation, Justin will get crushed to start this fight, though, as the BKB, and now the Queen of Pain jumps in. Mason letting the ult go, will finish off the slaughter, then quickly deleting the Earthshaker too. Blinking forward is Mason, still in a lot of danger here. Shadow Fiend did pop the BKB just to run back to the well, not gonna make it. The Ember Spirit, looks like he tried to deny him there, but not gonna happen. Shadow Fiend will go down. Justin caught, still has the Aegis, even should he die here. He's gonna stand up man mode and fight his grounder. Lady mode, I suppose, in this case. This TA, though, very confident. That's a 3-hero snowball catch, and they're continuing to move. In reality, has the Requiem, but Silence can't use it. Ember forced into the well, the only man surviving through this. And that was a dieback on your Shadow Fiend, as well as the Leshrac. And at long last, it seems the High Council, they may just have done it and taken this series 2-0, albeit not very convincingly.
You could see in this game they were really, they feel shaken by the first game, or they are not so confident like the last game.
Yeah, curious to see how they'll adjust moving forward, but the last moments emerging now for God Bless, trying to hang on, buying back on the Ember. This is their third core buyback, since we're now considering the Leshrac as such. They might get Demon. No, even Demon gonna scurry away. Healed up now, kept alive by Fogged. Well played, an additional grab on the Slardar. And still they are hesitant to move on mid. Bleak will run in, tanks the tower a little bit. Does have a gem, and other heroes diving for kills. Mason wants a little steam let loose, and he'll get the kill. Ember done. And at long last, God Bless will pack it in, accept their defeat, showing a decent performance for an open qualifier team, but still defeated 2-0.
At long last, dinner time.
Yes, indeed. Well, I gotta tell you, Winter, High Council, this is not going to be good enough to beat the likes of a Cloud9, a Fire, Digital Chaos even, I would say, playing more stable than this. Maybe even Leviathan playing better right now.
I think they might struggle against Leviathan as well.
Yeah, so, well, at least they win from their perspective. Sure, it was a shaky performance, but they still advanced in the bracket. The main thing is, how do they regroup? How do they improve their decision-making or just overall play as a team?
You call them a team. That's what you say.
You would call them a collection of 5 individuals.
Hateless team. They don't really have a clear leader. When you look at the movements, sometimes they are not walking as a group and someone gets caught. Like a lot of situations, they were separated in fights. Like it feels like 2-person is making decisions.
And you look at TI5, like probably the strongest example in a long time, that every team that did well had a clear leader. RRTK for eHome, Vici Gaming, eventually it seemed like FY was in charge and was actually the one making the calls, though how overextended times. Q, obviously, PPD for sure, and of course Director 8. Like, all those teams that did well at TI5 had one clear leader. I mean, maybe Vici argue how is kind of fighting.
They can only be one.
Yes, but the teams that did well, they had one cook. No more.
Too many chefs spoil the dish.
All right, well, let's see if the dish can be unspoiled for future days. But before we leave, I believe we do have a bracket available. We'll take a quick look at it and see how the teams are currently doing. So, coming up, we'll have, we are working with some production value. All right, so we'll have Complexity taking on Root in the second round of the winner's bracket. And Wizards and Priests move on. They will be facing the winner of the Elite Wolves and Fire. So, Fire, a pretty tough opponent for the High Council, potentially waiting for them in the next round. And of course, as for God Bless, they dropped down to the lower bracket, and they've got a long road to go in order to make it back. Only the first place team here will come to land.
We have to see how much they improved though over the course of the tournament, because God Bless definitely showed that they had really good, teamwork at times. There were moments of brilliance. It's just they were inexperienced to make the overall more consistent, decisions, and they were making a lot of mistakes that an inexperienced team would make. It's acceptable for them, but it's more about how much they can grow as a team throughout the tournament. That would be, important to determine how far they can actually play in the event.
Agreed. I agree. All right, we're going to go get some dinner, guys. Thank you for joining us for the Summit for Americas. We'll be back bright and early in I believe, roughly 12 hours for European Dota action. You and I will be casting Winter, so no sleep, no rest for the weary, but food first, at least. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll